Dragon here on the Sega Master System. I think everybody played this game for the Nintendo Entertainment System back in the day. I know I did. I had the NES cartridge for Double Dragon, and I remember really enjoying it. It's been a while since I've played it, and I decided to try something different when I saw this cartridge of Double Dragon for the Sega Master System for sale. And this version on the Master System is double not good. Double grande venti cup of bad collision detection and lousy graphics, flicker, horrible music, and this is the worst version of Double Dragon that I've seen. I'm going to have to visit the NES version to see how it does compare, because I remember it being better than this. For starters, Double Dragon is one of the earlier side-scrolling beat-em-up games of this style, released in 1987. It's not my favorite style out there, but I do enjoy games like Streets of Rage and Golden Axe, Mazen Fighter Mutant Saga. There's some games that have really used this style of gameplay quite well. And as Double Dragon is one of the earliest ones, this cartridge has a copyright of 1988, I wouldn't expect it to be the best one out there. However, I do find it interesting seeing how games were totally different on the Sega Master System versus the Nintendo Entertainment System. Because it's not like today where if you have a game on a 360 or the PS3, they're pretty much identical. Back then, you really got different versions of the games. And although I like both the Master System and the Nintendo, I usually think that the games ended up being a little more solid on the Master System, like Shinobi and Rampage, for example. However, Double Dragon is the complete opposite. Here on the Master System, you get flicker everywhere, especially when you play in the two-player mode. It's not as easy to see the flicker on these videos here online, because I removed the interlacing, but if you're playing on a television, you can literally see through the characters, and they're blinking on and off the screen. The collision detection is terrible in this game, and it feels like hitting people is just a matter of luck. I couldn't take the music anymore, so I replaced it with some of our own Classic Game Room stock music. And look at the double flicker. It just double sucks when you play in the two-player mode. The elements of Double Dragon are here. You can punch people and kick them and jump in the air and kick them, and you do like this weird spin kick, which is fairly useless during combat. You pick up whips and baseball bats. If you really want to play a game like this, I'd steer you towards the Streets of Rage games on the Genesis, or Streets of Rage 2 on Xbox Live. And there's a lot of games like this out there. Double Dragon on the Sega Master System, you can probably pass on this game. There's much better games available for the Sega Master System. I slowed down the footage here. It looks like you can see the characters spawning out of Japanese letters or code. Pretty neat, huh? Double Dragon stars martial arts twins Billy and Jimmy Lee fighting bad guys. If you really need to get a double fix of martial arts twins, instead of playing Double Dragon, watch the movie Double Impact, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, who has to stretch his acting to play identical twins, Chad and Alex, fighting bad guys.